I hate those things. They're only in the first and the last level.
P.N.03.
I almost didn't start my splits, but I got him. How are you doing? That doesn't sound like that. Alright. This time we're actually going to get past the first half of the first level. So yeah, you might notice that sometimes I pull things, sometimes I don't. Depends on if the door at the end of the room is locked. Usually isn't, but in a few ways it is. Girl! Hi, Claris. How are you doing today? I am very glad that you showed back up recently. Missed ya. You don't have to answer that, no. Sorry. No. Game. This game is P.N.03. I've been running it for like a week, and I'm probably gonna stop soon. It's an early Capcom GameCube title. It's got some interesting things to it. It's got a lot of interesting movement and whatnot. Not for speedrun though. Mostly you just do this. But like, there's the way you kind of dodge and stuff, and like. Come on. Pretty cool. But it's not a good game. It's not a horrible game. It's fun to mess around in. That's for sure. I can't imagine not trying to rush through it, though. That sounds miserable. Oh, come on. It likes to eat that input. There we go. Still a gold. Oops. I messed up. I messed up my jump. I think I messed up the cycle there. We're gonna... The rule of this game is don't fight it unless you have to. And do that for every enemy you have to. Unless you can. Yeah, it gives you a result screen every room. They expect you to fight the things in the rooms, but, like, I have better things to do with my time. I mean, this game is, like, sort of character action-esque-ish. I'm pretty sure this game came after Devil May Cry, though, so I can't give it too much credit for being this genre. Come on. Fortunately, the better suit that you get after this chapter is, has an input that doesn't get eaten a lot. Because it really doesn't like right-left inputs, but then it asks you to do one. And also the GameCube's D-pad is the GameCube's D-pad. Okay. Well, that's fine, actually. I think that's actually faster. But I still didn't want to do it. Because I needed that continue for later, maybe. You're also completely invincible while, using a special. I mean, you don't use the D-pad for movement in this game. You use it for like entering special moves. Movement is fortunately with the stick. Yes. Ow. Oh my god. Yeah, they're a little unnecessary. Alright, now we get to, ooh, boss fights in this game are a real challenge. Hi, Leggy. Boss fights, alright, ready? This is gonna be challenging. Woo! Did it. That was close. boss fights in this game are a complete joke. Oh, oh. Yes! Oh, did that DLC come out yet? That speedrun got destroyed by bad optimization with DLC. Well, co-op did. New game is still fine. Well, solo is still fine, rather. Oh, nice. I'm kind of done running that. But I still want to play around with Owen, naturally. And Proton I might go and do New Game at some point, because that hasn't actually been ruined, it's just New Game Plus. We theorize it's because of the glowing effects now. Yeah, this is Nier. This is every bit as good as Nier. Come on. Oh, right. Come on. Plus, Proto and I need to run, we need to run totally the best category for Fire Emblem Warriors, which is, you are only allowed to play Owain and Lissa. Player 1 is Owain, player 2 is Lissa, and you have to be in character the whole game. Ooh, nice. I would definitely take that. How did you enjoy it? I love that game. And also, I got hit by that thing. Oh. The story's my favorite part. Although, granted, I needed to read about it before I understood it, but... Like, you also need to, read the stage play summary. So actually, you don't even need the summary anymore. Someone translated the whole thing. That makes sense. It was pretty hyped up. Yeah. I thought I could do it. Yeah, that makes sense. If you want, I can talk to like, if you want, I'd be able to, oh, excuse me, I got something caught in my throat. If you want to talk about it, like, privately, like, you can just... Doesn't matter. Although I do need to buy more continues now. Well, if I have to continue 2 more times before I finish upgrading the suit, then I guess I will start the run over, because completely game overing actually forces you to load a save, which is against the rules. Mostly because it messes with IPG. Okay. I don't know how that happened. The shots just didn't want to go over there. Well, I guess we're doing this. Someone sure did have to make these animations. I'm not doing it. I'm pretty sure this is the room that seems like it would have a locked door, but actually doesn't. Also, you may notice how many unique rooms there are in this game. I believe there's like 20. Also, this boss is annoying. It's not particularly hard, it's just bad. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of the wrong boss. That boss is also bad, and I also don't know how I saved time there. Well, I can't game over again. I don't have money to spend on continues, and I'm not... Oh right, this level is the trivial, really short one. You can get past that one, but you can't get past this one. You might notice that this level only has 6 rooms. And yet somehow it is not the shortest one. This level is completely outside, so it looks different than the others, which makes it the most interesting level, because it's not white corridors. Because most of this game is white corridors. See, they really expected you to fight everything in those open areas for points. But I don't wanna. Ready Player number 3. Is that like the sequel to Ready Player One, where like kind of all the properties they reference are just like awful properties? So it's like internet humor. It's you know, it's no longer about like, you know, you don't get like, hey, do you know Star Wars exists? You get like, hey, do you know there's a game called Bubsy? Because that's what I'm assuming Ready Player 3 would be about. Also, fuck Ready Player 1. I'm just gonna make sure to leave no doubt that that's how I feel about that franchise. I have read the book. I don't know why I have read the book, but I have indeed read the book, and I hate it. It's probably the worst book that I've ever finished. I have read worse books, but I haven't finished them. Nope. Alright, one more level before I buy some. Why would I do that to myself? Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty new to this game. I am surprised that I am golding on, like, all these splits, though. Because, like, I'm at the point where I shouldn't still be doing that. Why would I do that to myself? I don't know. Someone recommended it to me. Believe it or not, someone actually told me you should read this. And this was like before, I think this was before people, like, it was kind of, people actually knew what the book was, because I had never heard of it before this. Her friend told me about it. And she really liked the book, and I was like, and I kind of gave it back to her after I finished reading it, and I'm like, this was a bad story about, there was nothing but references. It wasn't even reference humor, it was just references. It was stuff along the lines of like, hey, did you know that Sword Quest exists? And then I'm like, yeah, I know that Sword Quest exists. Also, I've actually played this right. You want to hear about my incredibly obscure game knowledge of Joust? It's like... It was a really... And then, like, of course, there's the fact that, one of the most that's not true. It's not even in the top 10 most sexist books I've read, probably. But it's still really sexist. Ow. You wanted to be a jerk. Anyway, book is very bad. Don't recommend it to anyone. And I still have no idea why that friend liked it. And yes, that was my, this friend doesn't have good taste. I'm gonna stop looking for in this moment. That friend. Now I don't listen to her opinion. Like, now I don't really take recommendations from her. At least not that seriously. Okay, I need to actually be careful not to die. Because that happens a lot in here. And it's really annoying, and I actually have no contingency. Ooh. Yeah, I know, this is a weird room to have a locked door, but it does. Because this room has this is the one with the really annoying boss. It's just a bunch of turrets, and you have to blow every single one of them up before you can kill the boss. And the boss has 1 health. So it's literally just kind of go around and make sure to kill all the turrets in the level. That's weird. Okay, this thing was closed. I've never seen this thing be closed before. Maybe I just got here faster? I shouldn't have fired back from there. I said basically, like it wasn't just a waste. As long as I don't get knocked down. No! Okay, I only fell a little bit. How did that hit me? The thing was already dead. Oh, this thing has more than 1 health? Okay, well, we did terrible on that. There we go. Does it have any bosses that don't die in 1 hit? Yes. Does it have any hard bosses? No. It really does not have any hard bosses. I am playing on easy, to be fair, but still, even not on easy, you can super spam bosses to death. So I just learned some new tech. Jumping on enemies makes you fall off them really fast. And if you can get lucky and hit Ow. Did a lot of damage. Okay. Okay there, friends. Well then. Well, there goes that, there goes that 30 seconds. I don't know what happened there. That just normally doesn't happen. I don't do anything to make it not happen. It just doesn't. I really didn't need to break those. Wait, I didn't need to do that. I always do that in this room because it looks exactly the same as another room. You see that door in the back of the room? That's not a door. Because they copy and paste rooms so much, a lot of the times the door texture is just on the wall. And you can't actually go through it, which is really bad design. They don't even have different versions of the rooms that lack doors. There's just doors that aren't doors in this game. Okay, now I'm starting to... What the heck is happening? Where are all those missiles coming from? when it's in P.N.03, Kamaru, obviously. Nope, nope, this isn't a... This is the wrong way. I do that every run. I think these big expansive rooms would never have locked doors, but you'd be just wrong. See that door in the back? Not a door. The further into the game you go, the more fake doors you get. Yes, Claris, welcome to Straight Haired Girl Club. Join us, where, your hair looks really good, by the way. I know I've said that on Twitter, but, like, just so you know, like, holy crap, your hair looks great. But yes, we get free, oh, well, there goes the rest of that time save. Well, this is an annoying boss. This boss is just luck-based, is what I find. Sometimes it dies in one hit, and sometimes it doesn't. It's based on how these things ricochet. Nothing you can really do to control it. Not resetting. No resets. Except for when I did reset. Oh, whoops. There isn't an enemy. That's in the first variant. Well, at least there's one of these. It's really easy to get confused on that when there's identical rooms. If I don't kill them fast enough, they summon those. And what those do is make them invincible until I kill it, but that doesn't apply to my special. Hi, RBW. I guess I'm like... I don't think I'm going for world record. I'm not, like, not going for world record, though. World record in this game isn't super optimized, so... this run can't be world record. And I don't think I'm gonna play this for long enough to get there. But... probably could. I mean, like, world record in, like, RTA is like a 59 minutes. And, like, considering that I've done, this is my third stream of this game, and I'm getting, like a 110. And, like, I've watched the world record VOD. It's, and it does some things that I don't agree with. And also, it has mistakes in it, like a lot of them. But still, it has significantly higher play skill than I do. That... oh, that's green. Some of them are fixed, some of them are random, in case you're wondering. Typically the ones that drop full restores are fixed, although that's not true either. And there's also absurdly low odds for this to happen, but they can drop money. But, like, it's really rare, and also it's not very much money. It's kind of baffling how rare it is, you know, it's kind of baffling how rare it is considering how little it gives you. Ow. It also always puts 3 capsules in front of some doors, which is weird because the one in the middle is a real, you know, capsule that can, you know, restore health or whatever. So yeah, if you get if you do that one right, you can actually break through the thing. You're actually supposed to have to kill a second set of enemies there, but you can't target it, but your projectile, if you aim it right, will go through the shielding on that enemy. So long as you aim it, and again, you don't exactly have a lot of indicators with your aim, but that enemy is kind of gigantic, so it happens most of the time anyway. You just have to make sure, basically, not to get too close to those turrets or it won't work. Oh hey look, it's this opening thing from the beginning of the game. You may be wondering, why are we back here? And I have a great answer for that question. I don't know, I've never watched the cutscenes. I have never played this through and watched the game. I have no idea what happens in this game. I don't even know who our main character is. I can tell from the half second before I hit skip cutscene that our protagonist is named Vanessa. Is she a cyborg? Is she an android? Is she a human? I don't know. I have never bothered to find out. Ow. All that matters is girl. I mean, like, let's be honest. There are so few games where you actually get to play as a girl. I don't like that was a big deciding factor in playing this. This boss is good. Yeah. This level's a pain. This level makes you backtrack a bunch, for no reason. It makes you, like, go somewhere after you beat the boss. It's the only level where you do something after beating the boss, with the exception of the last one. In the last one, you walk through a door after beating the boss, and it goes, you walk through the door after beating the boss. Something, you were the villain all along, or something, I don't know. I actually have no idea, but like, you see, in the second before I hit skip cutscene, you see the protagonist talking to a hologram of herself. Or maybe it's not of herself, and this was back in the era before you could make two different characters look different. Also, you may or may not have noticed, but all the bosses are weak too. There's like 3 bosses in this game, and you see them all a dozen times. Well, you see them all. Was I too close to the left? Nope. Bit worried there. Ow. You know, I think you have to kill all the enemies in this room anyway. Yeah, you definitely do. Nice, that hit something else. You know, I don't even know why I bothered. There's full health and energy refills in the next one over. Or before the boss, anyway. I don't think there's another... Wait, this is before the boss. Right, this level has a lot of optional rooms because you have to look for the orb at the end of it. Plus the boss is 2 rooms, I think. Because this is actually just... Remember how all the bosses are reused? Well, this one's clever, you see. This is 2 reused bosses. Fun fact, if you die to this boss, there's a really good recovery strat that you can use, where if you fire this just as you enter the room, it's guaranteed to kind of ricochet perfectly. This boss is giving me bad luck today. Having to use my whole energy bar. Oh no, I've used my whole energy bar. However, am I going to have enough energy to beat this next boss? I mean, clearly, if they wanted me to do a boss gauntlet with multiple bosses, they wouldn't do something like give me back all my stuff between phases, because that would defeat the whole point. There. Jumped at that time. And I fired that. Really shouldn't be standing there. Yeah, I hope you like alarm sounds. Because we're going to be hearing lots of alarm sounds. What's weird is, here, enemies don't respawn except for when they... Like, all the enemies in that last room don't respawn, but all of these things respawn. And I know we didn't kill any, but even if we had. And these all respawn too, which is annoying, because I should kill all of them. Oh, in the next one. Oh, I guess they do all just respawn and then mix up rooms in my head. Oops. Thanks for the good luck, ACB. Where... Now we played a game of get these things to spawn by jumping. And hope they chase you. Whoops. I'm gonna have to fight them now. Either that or that'll be lucky. I think one spawned back here that I can reach at. Nope. This is not a... This is an annoying room. This room is not your friend. There's one spawn back here. Nope. Alright, I guess it went in the maze. Which I just did. I call it a maze, even though it's completely linear. There you are. And that thing was definitely not back there when I was there a second ago. I know I didn't miss it, it just does that. Ugh. I have great taste in games. I think I like made a big mistake on that mission last time. In addition to, I think I actually died to the boss on that mission last time. And I made a big mistake. I made like a lot of mistakes on the last mission. Like I hacked up real bad on that last mission. Rooms that do this, where there's like multiple paths, and it's clearly you're supposed to hop through the level, and like, you know, on the higher the low, and then they put enemies in both places. I don't like them. I feel like it's kind of bad design. I feel like they kind of just made 20 rooms, and then went, yeah, we can just use these 20 rooms for everything. And I say I feel like, as if I don't know that's exactly what they're doing. Also, this is going to be fun. I have Bomb Blaster. I ran out of stuff. That room was pretty bad. I think we probably spent some time here just in that room. Suppose that electricity attack is just blindside you around corners. From behind. That one was pretty bad. Definitely gonna lose some time on this split. Probably, but not all of it. I'm not gonna lose 2 minutes here. Whew. No, come on, door. Door. Stop shooting the door. That happens on rare occasions. Really frustrating. Yeah, I wouldn't, okay. Here's who I'd recommend this game. Because I wouldn't recommend this game. I wouldn't say I don't recommend this to anyone. Because it's cool in some ways. I would recommend this game to huge fans of character actions games who not only are huge fans of character action games. Oh my god, I'm losing so much time with this one. Not even close to finish with this level. Not just huge fans of character action games, but people who have played, like, everything in the genre. Because there's not that many things. People who are like, you know, if you've played every character action game that exists, except for this one, then check this game out. That's a glowing review, right? God, that was horrible. I'm not even sure I feel like doing a second run, honestly. I'm not enjoying this too much today. I think I might bust out. I think for the rest of... I'm not going to cut stream, but I think I might do something else after this run. I think this game's appeal is already kind of wearing off on me. I sure did have fun doing 4 runs of this game. Oh, right. I messed up this room there. Kind of embarrassing number of times last run. So I think I'm gonna take an intentional death in a couple rooms, if I'm remembering correctly, because I need energy. Yeah, right here. Hit me. There's energy back there. There. I wouldn't be able to get past the enemies that spawn to guard it. Almost done with this game. It ain't the input of my special. It does sometimes. It doesn't do it that often with this input. It eats the other one a lot more. But it does do it sometimes. Come on. You can make that jump, I promise. So this is the only boss in the game. I have to fight two bosses here. The first one is the only boss in the entire game that that doesn't just die to me spamming special. So yeah, it's this boss again, but had to, I hit it down there because I wanted to save one for this phase. Oh! Never mind. I've never actually gotten that phase to die that way. I've always had to palm shot it down. But I guess apparently with good luck you can. Because, can't control that ricochet, so... I mean, you could, but you don't have a good cue for it. So, a task could do it. Well, if it isn't someone... Hello, someone.
Hi, I'm someone.
Hey.
Hi. How's back with Sexy Robot?
Getting sick of it.
How
This
many
is
runs
my
have you
last
done
run.
now?
4. This is the 4th. I'm done with it.
Well, did you have fun?
Yeah, for a while.
Alright, you had some fun. My headshot. Ninth circle of hex. Did I tell you about that?
The ninth circle of hex.
Your chat during your stream on Sunday
Yeah,
decided...
my stream. You mean when I did a really bad Odin Sphere run that day? It was
Yeah,
weird.
you really weren't on your game. But they decided that your new, like, sub thing is welcome to the nth circle of hex, where n is the number of sub months.
Oh my god, that's amazing, and I'm gonna... Well, I'd say I'd change my stream alerts, but I don't actually have stream alerts, but I'll put them back up. I should have them for subs, at the very least.
Okay, I'm gonna go do stuff.
PB, by 3 minutes. And we're done. We're done with this garbage.
What's world record?
It's 59.
Okay, I'm gonna go do stuff. Are you gonna keep streaming?
Yeah, I'm not done streaming, but I'm gonna switch to another game.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. By the way, the credits are unskippable, and you have to watch them, because I need to find out IGT. But this does give me a good opportunity to figure out what I'm going to play after this. So let's see what we got here. That's tempting. I don't know if I want to play that on stream. I kind of want to stick with the GameCube here. You know what? Am I gonna... Hi, Cecily. How are you doing? Okay, what am I gonna... Okay, what are we gonna play on this stream? I could switch over to a Okay, we're just gonna do what I think is gonna be fun here. It's P.N.03, and this is the last time I'm ever gonna stream it. It's not very good, and I did 4 runs of it, and I'm done. Next stream, I'm probably gonna be back with my real speed runs, but or at least more Virtual Boy garbage. But no, I don't want to play this game from the start. I don't have a save file actually. Let's just take them off. I was gonna pick up Simpsons Hit and Run, but if I'm gonna play that, I want to play it from where I left off, and I don't actually have my memory card. I'm glad you were too. 5202. All right, cool.